So just a little bit forward. So there, I just want to see. So loosen a little bit and get that just a hair more bowed, because what you think is straight is like a 5-yard cut, right?
Right.
Which isn't bad, which is good. But if we want to get it straight, that's kind of the feel, right?
Mhm.
So then, if you're gonna hit a cut, you would get that, look at your club face, here, let me put this on,
Okay.
so you can see,
Yeah, so this is what I'm normally am at the top right there.
yeah, so look at the left video.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm gonna draw a circle if I can. That, I need to go a little bit more right. But, okay, so when you're laid off, if you feel laid off, it's gonna be more of a across the line move, so for a cut, and then a cupped wrist with the open face, that's a cut as well. So
Right.
you can either feel laid off, or you can feel a little bit, let the face open a little bit more for a cut, but then if you wanna get, like there, it's pretty, you don't wanna be totally down the line with an iron, but like, more there, now bow your wrist a little bit.
Right there.
Yep, that's gonna be pretty, let's see, that's pretty flat actually, if you look at the wrist, right? It just feels bowed probably.
Yeah, it
I
does.
mean, now really bow it, this way, like Dustin. So, look at that club face, right?
Wow. Yeah.
So, the easiest way to control direction or what shot shape you're gonna hit is by setup and then the club face position. So, let me see your club. So if I'm gonna hit, so if I set up here, or go and set right there, because I got it right, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna show you, so we can see both views here. So if this is like neutral setup, just a little bit ahead of center with a 7-iron, and then I have, you know, at the top, I'm kind of like that. That's pretty straight right there, right? Flat wrist, see some club face, and then I'm set up square to the target line. So if I'm gonna hit a draw, I'm gonna go a little bit this way, so my path will be a little bit more into out.
Yep.
And then or I may just put it a little bit more back in my stance. So you gotta test, like, is it easier just to go back in my stance and not really close, or close and keep it normal ball position?
Yeah.
Or both? It's
Yeah.
kinda like your feel, right?
Yeah,
So,
I've played with it before.
so what that's gonna create is your path, if it's in the neutral, same ball position, it's gonna be more into out regardless, because it's gonna swing down our body line more, the club path.
Mhm.
So then to match that up, so we don't just hit a block, we wanna get that club a little more on the bowed side. So the face is gonna be left of the club path, right?
Right.
So where that one was just kinda like a pull, cause your face was kinda down your club path, but your path was there. But now if we get the path there, cause of our body lines, then we just wanna be bowed, and you can also feel a little across the line, cause that's gonna reroute your path a little underneath. So like, when I start swinging -5, -6, my feel's really distorted over the top. So I've tried to feel like bowed and across the line to reroute my path more underneath. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So then, if I'm gonna hit a fade, it's the opposite. I can put it a little forward, but I'm gonna open my stance, and then what's comfortable for me is laid off and kinda cupped or open, and then I just swing.
And
Like,
short too.
yeah,
Short.
because across the line, you gotta get a little more length, right?
Right.
So then, I'm drawing, I'm setting up close, ball maybe a little back, so my path is right, and then bowing the wrist or across the line, fade, maybe put a little forward, so my path is left, and then I'm gonna feel a little bit more open, but then I can pivot like the same every time on the downswing. You don't have to think about it, you're just setting the stage for, you know,
Whatever you want to hit.
whatever you want to do, because you can't really think like downswing thoughts. All you can think is really rotate, trust it. And you can have feel in your hands too, like in your practice swings, feeling like your hands are real passive for a cut, and feeling like your hands are just real loose, you know, for a
Right.
draw. Because if you have like OB right, you might want to overhook it. If anything, if you have OB left, you want to overcut it, right? So it's all situational. But let's try to get a pretty neutral shot shape. So just feel a little bow in the wrist, neutral ball position and square, and then we'll go to the fade and the draw.